I'm going to try and not get emotional. Excuse me, you caught me a little bit off guard.
It's enough to get Bree Arvai choked up. Seeing and hearing children and teens talk about death and their emotions, grieving, can be emotional. She sees it daily here as the director of Ellie's Place.
We're a healing center for grieving children and teens ages 3 to 18. We provide peer support groups for the children, teens, and their adult caretakers.
For nearly 30 years now, Ellie's Place has served as a space for children and teens to connect and share feelings with others who are dealing with death. The nonprofit was started by Betsy and Woody Stover, who lost their daughter Ellie at just 11 months old. Now, 3 decades later, Ellie's Place has 4 locations across Michigan, including a location in Ann Arbor, helping families cope.
They would call Ellie's Place and they would speak to one of our bereavement coordinators. We can provide support to a grieving family from that very first phone call. From there, they would be placed in a support group.
This is where the support groups meet and begin the healing process. For children, the support staff makes sure that they understand death and can process what happened to their loved ones.
We use various activities that help with language development, especially at the younger ages. So really being concrete with language and simple and using words like death and died. We don't want there to be any kind of confusion in terms of using terms like lost or they went to sleep. Like that does not really help the child understand that the person that they lost is no longer living.
And coming to terms with the finality of death and how to cope with their emotions.
One would not want to think that Ellie's Place is a place of sadness and grief. Like those things definitely happen, but it is also a very joyful place here. The fact that we exist and we can help others at a time that is so challenging in their life and kind of, provide them the tools and the skills to move forward with their grief is extremely incredible.
And their services are free of charge for as long as the child needs. They're here to help you.
Our vision is that no child grieves alone, and so we are here to support that child or teen.
And Ellie's Place is such an incredible, incredible space. I hope that as you're watching that story, you noticed that it wasn't just full of children that were sad and in tears. Ellie's Place works with schools, helping students deal with death there. And you heard them mention that they can help families within the first phone call. So if you or your family needs help in dealing with the death of a loved one, here's a number to call, 734-929-6640. Again, that is 734-929-6640. It's also there at the bottom of your screen. And again, this is a free service, so make sure that you take advantage of that. They are there to help. Also, if you know of a local nonprofit that is making a difference in your neighborhood, submit them on clickondetroit.com, and you might see them featured right here on Local 4 News Today.